Alright, we got some more Dream Hangars today. Starting it off, we have Avery with this hangar right here. We were not specific about the implants, so I chose them myself. Eclipse with Ember Gun. I went with Duration and Stealth Speed, which I think might be useful. Storm Rack on Vortex. Pretty classic. EM Rifle Aegis. I am doubtful about this build, I'm not going to lie. Pod Gun on Seeker. Very interesting. I went with the damage and then 3 ability implants because I don't think you really need reload. And then more Pod Gun on Solus. And I have Solus Radius as well as cooldown on that. So that's very interesting. Initial thoughts, you got some good survivability here, but this Aegis is... I don't understand. I don't understand why this is on Aegis. You could throw it on a Panther, and it serves basically the same purpose. You have a really strong shield that you're going to be using, keeping you safe from a distance, except Panther has 25% more firepower, so that's kind of... I would say Panther's probably a better choice for EMs. The 2 pod gun builds are very interesting for sure. Both of these mechs, as most mechs do, prefer burst damage over, like, sustained, especially delayed damage that pod gun has. Especially if you're going to be warping behind someone, they can do some serious damage to you. If your damage is on a 2-second delay timer, then you're probably not going to be able to teleport onto any more than like 1, maybe 2 guys with that Seeker. The Solus isn't too bad though, because the ability also kind of curves around stuff, so it's pretty workable. The Eclipse is good for free-for-all, but it's not ideal for a CPC match, which is what I'm going to be running today. So all in all, yeah, very interesting. Obviously, I have some ideas on how to improve this hangar, but let's just play some matches and see how it goes. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the Solus, I think. Blind all of them. Throw some damage downwind. The problem is it's on a big timer, so... there we go, I did get one though. I don't have homing above 100 meters, so that's a little unfortunate, but pod 16 damage is pretty high, so it's not a big deal. Can I get him with that? Yeah, alright. There we go. So now we got some homing kicking in. And that'll help ensure... Oh, that'll be nice. Thank you, Chungus. That'll help ensure that we get as much damage out as possible. Here we go. Another one. We just kind of keep blinding them, honestly. You blind him again. The radius on the ability really helps, and I can stagger these 2 weapons pretty well as well, so that's nice. Yeah, I was gonna say that should have killed him. They're really stuck inside the home spawn. They can't do a whole lot. I feel like the disruptor might kill me though. There we go. That was pretty legit. Alright, this one I'm going to start off with the Eclipse. Now in a player match, they'll have dash mechs and they'll be using their dash to get over here. Bots won't do that though, so I don't really have to worry. Okay, ow. Oh, that's dangerous. Yeah. Disruptors. See, normally I would drop an Aegis on this, but I kind of can't because my Aegis has EM rifles. And I still am not 100% sure why. Vortex is pretty good though. And Aegis is just... It's really, really good for just fully locking down a beacon with that dome. The dome radius is the exact same radius as a beacon, by the way. want to finish you off as opposed to, yeah, using the other one. Oh, they got all of their freaking Storm Chunguses out. There's one there. There was another one there. I think there's one back there as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I mean, I kind of have to. That's one down at least. Got lucky with that. Problem is, like, yeah. I'm not able to get out that much damage while my dome is up. EMs do a lot of damage, but they kind of require you to be at range. Yeah, see, I'm not even able to kill that guy. If that was a dash mech, I'd just be dead now. This is not what I consider to be an ideal Aegis build. No, I missed that. Yep. Now I'm kind of freaking screwed. Okay. 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 Here we go. Yeah, drop it against the wall so it deploys quicker. Thankfully, these are bots, so they don't know to get inside the dome to kill me. So I could stay alive a bit longer. Stop pushing me out, bot. Oh no! They pushed me out to die. That was very sad. Alright, I'm going to attempt to grab their back beacon with the Eclipse. Normally I'd run Sniper on this map, which the Aegis would do pretty well. But I already ran that build, so I'm going to try something different. Should be fine. He's reloading. He just shot. Which is good for me. Oop. Alright. You... Oh, that's Disruptor. That's kind of scary. Oh, he's dead, though. The stealth speed, I feel like, is really helpful right now. Because you really need to cross open areas as quickly as possible with this because you have 0 range. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please don't. I am dead. Yep, goodbye. Absolute pincer maneuver. Oh no, that was one of mine. Yeah, take that. The Seeker. It's a very strange build. Let's run it. Alright, he should die to that, yeah. Yeah, see, look at how much freaking damage I took before my pods even started to go off. Absolutely not ideal. Okay. So I'm starting off with the Seeker. This is not a great map for Seeker. 3 beacon maps tend to not be ideal. But, it is what it is. I only got so much time in my day, so... I'm gonna do my best. Don't want to teleport to them. Okay, I should probably be able to teleport onto you. Yeah, he'll die to that. I'm gonna go for this guy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I keep getting assists, which is not what you want with a Seeker, by the way. A Seeker should be able to take out any enemy that it teleports to by itself. It should not rely on teammates. Something like an Orion, fine. You know, that's a support. You can expect that to to rely at least a little bit on teammates. That's fine. Ouch. Okay, yeah, I'm dead. Let's hope... Well, I shouldn't have fired both of them. Let's hope we can get through this. Only got a couple seconds. He's gonna die. He's not gonna die. But I might be able to read a... Nope. I got my shield back up. Yeah, see, this is terrible for holding a beacon. I can't hold a beacon with that. If I had minigun would have been significantly better. Okay, so final verdict on this hangar. pretty decent with a couple builds. This Solus is pretty good. This Vortex is really good. The Eclipse is workable, but I think it would be better if you put the EMs from the Aegis onto Eclipse, and that would just make the Eclipse better because it's not a dash mech. If this was Surge or Nomad, it would be great, but on Eclipse, not so much. Doing this for free-for-all is fine, but for CPC, not so much. Also, the EMs don't really work very well on Aegis, I'm not gonna lie. You'd be much better if you had like good mobility with your sniper, and you'd be much better off with the Aegis if you had good damage output. So even Ember Gun on Aegis would probably be better for what Aegis is good for, in my honest opinion. The Ember Guns can go on to Seeker. Great choice for Seeker, because this thing wants high burst damage. Kill something as quickly as possible, because you're teleporting to them, right? Presumably, you're behind enemy lines. Presumably, you're almost always in a much more dangerous position when you teleport to someone than you were when, before you teleported. So, as much as possible, you want to stack up that burst damage, which means Missile Rack, Storm Rack, Railgun, Ember Gun, anything that does a lot of damage really quickly is great, because you can teleport to someone, instantly kill them, and then you're, significantly safer than you would be with a 2 to 3 second damage delay. So that's, there's that to be said. The Aegis, I would just dump miniguns on it, to be honest. If you really want double pod guns, you could even do pod guns on Aegis. It's not terrible. It would be workable. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to give this hangar a solid 5 out of 6 stars. Because I feel like you have everything that you need. You just don't have it in the right place. You just need to swap around the weapons on these 3 mechs, and you'd be in a much better situation. Almost there, but not quite. Alright, next up we have this hangar from Du Bois Can Game, which is a very interesting one. We have Quantum Gun here, Fusion Cannon here. Yeah, very interesting indeed. So, the first thing I notice is that, you got some decent speed, you got some decent HP, you got some decent damage output from these 2 damage boosting mechs, but you don't really have any high damage weapons. These 2 are kind of the only brawlers that you have. Your best sniper is Quantum Gun, which is not ideal, and, I suppose Graviton's a good brawling weapon as well, but Disc Launcher is not too great. I would say this is probably pretty decent for a sort of mid-game, maybe 5 to 6k SP hangar lineup, but if you were to run these builds in endgame against endgame players, more than likely you'd get absolutely flattened. But let's play a few matches and see how it goes. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the Panther. On this map especially, and particularly against bots, Graviton Panther is going to be really nice, because it is a bot farming machine. Do that. Just need to get myself up the ramp here. You. Oh, damn, that was a lot of damage I just took. That's not good. You. I probably want to back up a bit. Okay, well, I'm dead. If my bots grab center, then I'm going to drop the Aegis. That should be fun. Alright. Alright, boys, eat Fusion Cannon. Yeah, this does not deal a whole lot of damage. Dome is almost down, so that's not great. Okay. Fellas. There you go. Oh, well, okay, he's dead anyway. Fusion Cannon has about the same DPS as Carbine, which, in case you didn't know, is not very good. Ouch, okay. Well, I did kill him, but he killed me too. Almost survived that encounter. Now, this build doesn't have the reload implant that was specifically requested, which I found kind of interesting. because I would say the reload implant's probably more important than the radius implant on this specific build anyway. Okay, I'm going to start off with the Nomad. Now, I think I forgot to show the implants at the beginning, but it was also requested that the Nomad have ability cooldown and ability damage, and not to have the dash distance. The dash distance is really, really good on Nomad. It's incredibly strong. Very useful, because you can cross extremely long gaps with them. Makes it really nice for like rushing, particularly like snipers or any other high damage, whatever. You're dead? Okay. That's a bastion. I'm gonna wait for him to fire one more time? Yeah. Well, I lost a lot of HP, but if I can manage to grab this beacon, that'd be great. Oh, let's go. Oh, I saw there's that bot coming down. I would have had enough time if it was just the Chungus, but I didn't see that bot until just now. That's annoying. Let's use the Orion. Okay. Finished him off pretty quickly. Ooh, okay, there we go. Quantum's on Orion, not too bad. On most other things, it's really not great. But Orion has a particular knack for dealing copious amounts of damage, so it makes it work. Nope. Someone's coming around that corner, so I'm going to do this. Yeah, see, it kills it pretty quick. I don't know what this is. Chain gun. That's very OP. Bah. Alright, whatever. He has Disruptor. So I'm gonna try to kill him, but he's gonna do a lot of damage to me instead. Okay. Nope. Yeah, Disruptors are terrifying. Alright. So some of these builds are not bad. Some of them are kind of bad. The Fragment Gun Nomad, that's pretty solid. Even the Disc Launcher Stalker is not too bad, because just a lot of damage output, and it's on a guided weapon, so it's not a big deal that Stalker has, like, really bad HP, right? Not too bad. Even Graviton Panther can be really nice for farming bots, so that's nice. These two builds, though, kinda suck. And the reason is you can't kill anything quickly with this. The Orion can sort of kill quickly if someone has the Hunter's Mark on them, but, you know, it's not super likely because your cooldown's kind of long. So, yeah, you don't really want to be relying on the Mark to get any kills. I would go with Railgun on Orion, and Railgun over EM Rifle, because EM Rifle paired with the Hunter's Mark of Orion is just like complete overkill, and so you'd just be wasting time that you could be killing multiple guys in a row. Railgun can get, like, you know, 3-4 kills in a row pretty easily if it's using Railgun. The fusion cannons. Okay, let's talk about the fusion cannons. They suck. I would go with minigun or possibly even nade launcher. Nade launcher is a much better brawling weapon than fusion cannon is. So either of those would be pretty decent. You definitely want high damage output for an Aegis build, though, because that just makes it more useful for holding down beacons and stuff like that. Otherwise, not too bad. It's getting there. If I had to rate, my final rating on this hangar is going to be 3 out of 6. It's not actively bad, but it's not specifically good either. Tempted to give it a 4 out of 6, but I think some of these builds just don't work as well as maybe you would want them to, or some of them kind of rely on bots existing, kind of like the Graviton Panther. It's not going to do so well against players. Alright, lastly we have this hangar from D's Nuts. Seeker Minigun 12. very specific about the implants. Chose certain implants that I would not have chosen, but we'll get into that later. Railgun Orion. Implants were up to me. I chose just classic railgun implants as well as ability cooldown because Orion doesn't really need any. Hemlock with fuse mortars. Implants that were again up to me. I went with cooldown and days duration rather than the minimum range one for fuse mortar because I don't think that's very important. Ember gun on Surge. He was also specific about these implants, but these are the ones that I would have put on anyway. So classic Ember gun implants along with cooldown and dash distance. The dash distance is going to be very helpful. And then Graviton Eclipse. Implants were up to me. I went with 2 general Graviton implants and then 2 ability implants as opposed to the Graviton mag size. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm thinking this Seeker is going to suck because, fun fact, you cannot spin up your barrels before teleporting. Well, I mean, technically you can, but once you teleport, you have to spin them up all over again. So that's not ideal. The rest of these builds are pretty decent, I would say. There's a few optimizations you could make, but otherwise, yeah. Let's play a few matches and just kind of see how it goes. Alright, so starting off with Orion. This is a good sniper map. This is your only sniper as well, which is part of the reason that I added the range implant onto the railgun. Usually it's not necessary, but if it's your only sniper, it's pretty nice to have, just that you don't have to deal with the damage drop off of railgun. Especially since your Hunter's Mark range is infinite. So you can mark people at long range. It's nice to be able to shoot them at long range too. There we go. He's dead as well. Well. I'll mark this guy. Ouch. If my bots don't kill him, yeah, easy enough. Pretty much everything's a one-shot to a railgun Orion. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to start off with the Surge on this one. Should be a pretty good map for an Ember Surge. Most of it's pretty close quarter, but there's these gaps in the map that really favor dash mechs. Well, you know, as most maps do. Ouch. You're fine. Is his shield? Okay, I was gonna say, is his shield already gone? I don't even know. Yeah, stop. Oh, what's that sound? The bots are kind of pushing me out right now. Okay, that's nice. Do this. Is bot coming up? He's fine. Go on the bottom so that it doesn't shoot me. Ooh, don't, please. Okay, he just shot, so he's not really a threat to me anymore. Can't believe I'm still alive. Well, I mean, it is a Surge that I'm using, to be fair, but... Alright, so starting off with Eclipse. Graviton beams should be nice for range. I don't think I want to go up to the center with this build, though. If I can get B, and then from there hit A. Here, I can also get them from the back while I'm here. Yeah, the damage delay on Graviton's kind of not great. Not the sort of thing that you want protecting multiple people or protecting from multiple people. Alright, this guy is going to absolutely smack me. If I can just kill them too. Alright, let's change mech to this, sure. Pretty much instant kill. Come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, not having the mark is a little bit dangerous, but otherwise it's fine. I'm gonna slow him down a little bit, because I really don't want him. That will not kill him. Ah. We still don't have center, which is annoying. Kill this guy. Wait a second. I mean, it seemed like... Ow. It seemed like I could pre-fire the minigun. I know I've tried it before and it didn't work. It might be that you have to kind of pump it. I think if you pump it a little bit, then it works slightly better. There we go. This guy. I kind of want him to... I was gonna say, yeah, just make him stuck there. And then he dies to that. There we go. Not bad. These fused mortars are kind of scary. This guy... Come on. Come, who the hell's... The bot's freaking pushing me back, bro. Okay, there we go. He's dead. Not bad. Alright. This guy back here might work. Nah. We have a freaking... We have a freaking bastion back there. That's no good. There we go. Alright, well, the pre-fire seemed to work. I'm pretty sure it didn't before. I wonder if maybe they changed it. Or maybe it was just a skill issue on my part. Definitely is possible. Please don't. Okay, this is kind of fun. Alright. That's nice. Still not a super ideal build, I'm not gonna lie. The reason it's not... Ow! The reason it's not super ideal is because it doesn't deal a whole lot of damage very quickly. It has a lot of damage potential, a lot of damage output, it just doesn't necessarily do it quick enough. Oh, that was a bastion, that's why I didn't kill him in one shot. I was gonna say. This should be fine. Yeah, even when he puts his shield up, it doesn't matter. I kind of want to mark that eclipse. There we go. Come on. Poke your head out. Come on. There we go. Ouch. Oh, I just got absolutely smacked. Okay. Okay. So, this is very interesting. Now, this worked slightly better than I expected it to, but it's still not ideal. It is kind of interesting to me how you chose to go with the recoil implant as opposed to seeker damage or something like that. Because when you teleport onto someone, you don't need the reduced spread. It's really kind of pointless. I would even probably go with seeker damage over the distance if you really wanted to keep the recoil. The damage is the most important part. You need to make sure that you're killing whatever you're going for. And so, yeah, the bonus damage would be very nice. I think in terms of Seeker builds, though, minigun is not the way to go. Minigun is not very ideal. I would put minigun on Eclipse. It would be slightly better, I think. It's a little bit less effective range, but it's much better against just like a wider variety of stuff, including other Eclipses. And then I would put like Storm Rack or Missile Rack on Seeker. Would be incredibly effective on that. What you could also do, if you really wanted to keep the weapons that you have, is you could throw Minigun or Graviton Beam on Surge, and then have the other one on Eclipse, and then put the Embers on Seeker instead, which is also incredibly good build. But yeah, these are fine. Obviously, Railgun Orion's kind of disgusting. It's a lot better than people give it credit for, I think. This specific build is just, it's kind of fun. It's a mortar build, though. It kind of just is what it is. But yeah, it's not too bad. You don't have any tanks in here. You got some good speed. But yeah, you have kind of no survivability whatsoever. I would ditch the Hemlock with fuse mortars because this is very situational. It really relies on open maps, and a lot of maps just don't favor this kind of thing. So I would go with like a Bastion, a Vortex, and Aegis with any kind of decent weapon. You could put the miniguns on the tank here in the middle, and then put missile racks on the Seeker. That would probably be much better. But otherwise, pretty solid. I'm going to give this a good 4 out of 6 stars. It's got some good weapons and some good mechs, but I think pretty much all of these builds are sort of subpar when it comes to fighting actual players. But otherwise, it's not too bad, and it was definitely quite a lot of fun. I didn't realize that the minigun actually keeps its spin up. I feel like it didn't before, I don't know. I tried it, and it didn't, so I don't know, maybe it was a skill issue on my part, or maybe they changed it, I actually have no idea. But anyway, thank you to Avery, Du Bois Can Game, and D's Nuts for your submissions. If you guys want your Dream Hangars featured in another episode, then make sure to either leave a comment down below or put it in my Discord. If you do it through Discord, make sure to follow the pinned guidelines. That's very important, otherwise it'll get deleted. If you put it under comments, make sure to include the keyword Dream Hangar. I'll be pulling any comment or any hangar with this keyword for future episodes. So maybe a couple episodes from now, then you know, maybe I'll choose your submission from under this video. But yeah, otherwise that will be it from me. Appreciate y'all. Take care.